competent,
Just go
you're
back
dead.
there. Just go back there. I don't know.
Easy one shots.
Just make sure we're. If they
calm,
ask us
shut
to
up.
peel, peel.
Okay, yeah.
Alright, so you guys are running Ana Mercy, Widow Farah, and Ryan Zarya. So Mercy's gonna be staying with Farah, Ana and Widow's gonna be at the back line. Ryan and Zarya are gonna be on the front line. So this is quite a good composition. There's Mercy to pocket both. There's Mercy to pocket both Farah and Widow, although Mercy will most likely be together with Farah more often than not. Then Ana would be able to heal Ryan and Zarya. So with this Ana here, Ryan and Zarya might want to play a bit more aggressively as compared to if there was a Zen here. So your Farah is over here currently. And your Widow is here. Yeah, this is good starting positions, but we'll see where the Mercy here flies to damage boost.
They have a Ryan, Farah, Mercy.
And a Widow.
Widow, I think they're running Mirror Comp.
Okay, so Widow gets exposed here without Mercy pocket.
Oh no, they have a Diva, and they have a Moira.
Resing.
Thank you.
Okay, here this res is quite dangerous. You could have gotten punished if their Farah was actually paying attention, or their Widow was. Where's your Widow? I'm not sure. Yeah, but you could have gotten punished. It's my
Watch out for the Widow.
OBS. Okay, it's working.
I'm backing up.
Focus on Widow Spencer, we need her down.
I am. I can't see her. Oh god. Oh god. Where is she? Let me know where.
Alright, this is a good position for Farah, where you just peek corners because they have a Widow there.
The Widow were.
Okay, here you guys are backing out really far. Which isn't that optimal because okay, you have the Ana in the back line for long range healing, right? They only have a Moira, which means they have to play really tight. So you guys, you guys should be holding around this band here because once the card reaches here, like if you guys continue to not contest, the card reaches here, Widow's gonna be able to. Their Widow can position like here because they're gonna have protection from their Farah and Diva, and the Widow will have sidelines here, which means that our Farah can't do much. So you guys should be taking advantage of this narrow choke here, where Widow can't get sidelines, that much sidelines. Yeah.
Focus Farah, DPS.
Where is she? Let me know where the.
Yeah, you guys keep backing out.
The
Yeah.
Widow were.
Focus Farah.
Okay. Mercy's busy keeping Ryan up, but Farah's here really exposed without any support. So, and they don't even need like the Widow to take your Farah out because your Farah is not getting any healing at all.
Here.
If
Oh
you
god. Oh god. Where is she? Let me know where the Farah and the Widow were.
Focus Farah.
yeah, your Farah gets hit by Widow, and because there wasn't any pocket, the Moira was able to kill her.
Farah, DPS.
I think Mercy should have been playing with Farah here because there's an Ana here for the long range heals.
Res is down.
Max energy.
3 seconds, I should be able to get the res off.
Yeah, Ryan should be punishing.
Ryan's feeding.
Sushi, focus. Ryan. He's back
There's
up.
a Widow up top mid.
Yeah, I'm trying to get her, but I got the Farah spamming.
Yeah, your Widow's playing quite exposed, right? So because if you see,
Ryan's feeding.
Focus Farah, DPS.
Res is
Yeah, your Widow's here. She's quite
Max
exposed.
energy, max energy.
3 seconds. I should be able to get the res off.
Ryan's feeding.
Ryan charges in.
See, focus Ryan.
Widow repositions here and is still exposed. So now this Pharah knows where our Widow is, right? This Pharah knows where our Widow is, which means that she's gonna be spamming that because she doesn't want the Widow to get any sidelines. So Widow here, you should be moving elsewhere instead of like staying in these exposed areas where the Pharah can see you.
He's back.
There's a widow.
But since our Pharah is down already, there's no one to pressure. There's no one to really pressure their Pharah, and so our Widow has to deal with both Pharah and Widow. So like, this is quite similar to double sniper comms, right? Where there's gonna be 2 long range DPS that will be required to control sidelines. But if one is down, then the other one will struggle because that Pharah or Widow in this case will be facing up against both their Widow and Pharah, which means that her sidelines are extremely limited.
Up top mid.
Yeah, I'm trying to get her, but I got the Pharah spamming at me. I need one of you guys to focus anybody else.
Diva, she's anti. Focus Diva.
But I got the Pharah spamming at me. I need one of you guys.
Okay, I'm not sure why Mercy flew back here because Ana wasn't pressured, right? Well, Ana here wasn't pressured, so like she had full health. So I'm not sure why the Mercy flew back. She should have been in the front line here, and in this case,
Ryan. He's back.
There's a widow up top mid.
Yeah, I'm trying to get her, but
okay, let's look at their Pharah's health.
I got the Pharah spamming at me.
Yeah, okay, here everyone is full health, right? This is like one of the advantages of playing Ana Mercy. If everyone here is full health, then I don't think that Pharah is getting shot at. I'm not sure, but Ana can be pressuring Pharah. Yeah, like a slight bit, because here everyone's full health, so there isn't really much point of Ana continuously healing the tanks if they're already at full health, because there's a Mercy in the front line already. And because this Mercy is exposed here, the better option for Ana here would be to pressure the Pharah.
I need one of you guys to focus anybody else.
Diva, she's anti. Focus Diva. Get her out of mech. Diva's out of mech.
Put pressure on the Widow. Put pressure on the Pharah. Put pressure on the Pharah.
Fire Mercy.
You're alive.
Focus Fire Mercy.
I can get the Widow. I need you guys to
Diva, she's anti. Focus Diva. Get her out of mech. Diva's out of
put
mech.
pressure on the Widow. Put pressure on the Pharah. Put pressure on the Pharah.
Fire Mercy.
You're alive.
Focus Fire Mercy.
I can get the Widow. I need you guys to focus the Pharah to do that though.
Steve on point. Hello.
I need healing.
I can see you.
I can't go in for that res.
I got the Pharah.
Thank you. Finally.
I'm not warmed up, dude.
Any hitting?
I got the Moira.
Okay, cool. Focus on that Ryan. Collapse on the Ryan.
Oh, God.
Ryan.
We got shattered.
I see.
Ryan's low. Ryan's low.
Not that. Nobody died.
I got Ryan in here.
Kill Ryan. And come back to us. You can't be
I got
gone there.
Ryan. I got shield.
Nice.
Down.
Focus.
Okay, wait.
Steve on point. Hello.
I need healing. Farmers.
Put pressure on the Pharah.
Fire Mercy.
You're alive.
Down.
Let me get aggressive. I'm reloading.
Yeah, I think the main reason why they didn't win the fight here, even though they were 2 men up. Okay, this was quite good from our.
That res.
I got the Pharah.
This was quite good from our Ryan and Zara here.
Get her, but I got the Pharah spamming at me.
So we're down 2 here, right? Our Pharah's coming back from spawn.
I need one of you guys to focus.
their Rhine dies. They're down 1. We're down 2. Our Mercy goes on here. Our Mercy gets shot by Widow.
D.Va, she's anti.
But
Focus D.Va, focus D.Va.
Pharah ends up. Our Pharah ends up pressuring their Widow. Their Widow can't use like this long sideline that she's supposed to have, and she doesn't bother to reposition, I think, and then she ends up dying. Meanwhile, our tanks are still contesting payload, and their Pharah's trying really hard to kill Ryan Zarya, but we have an Ana to keep them up. So like this is really bad coordination from them.
Get her out of mech. D.Va's out of
Put
mech.
pressure on the Widow. Put pressure on the Pharah. Put pressure on the Pharah.
Far, Mercy.
You're alive. You're alive. You're alive.
Focus fire, focus
Good job.
fire, focus fire, Mercy.
I can get the Widow. I need you guys to focus the Pharah to do that though.
Steve on point. Hello.
I need healing, I need
I
healing.
can see you. I can see you.
I can get the Widow. I need you guys to focus the Pharah to do that though.
Yeah, okay, Bubble here was Bubble here was okay because he was going for the charge, but this ends up biting us in the back because Ryan doesn't, because our Zarya doesn't have Bubble for when their Ryan charges.
Steve on point. Hello.
I need healing, I need
I
healing.
can see you. I can see you.
Okay, what Zarya could have done here was
I can get the Widow. I need you guys to focus the Pharah to do that though.
because a charge is 300 damage, right? After this charge here,
Steve on point.
Zarya said personal. Zarya could have moved forward a bit to like, I think body block. I'm not sure whether it would have worked, but it would have like, trying it would have at least
I need healing, I need healing.
maybe saved our
I
Ryan.
can see you. I can see you.
I can't go in for that res.
I got the Pharah.
Thank you. Finally.
Right here, this is really good because their Widow here has to focus on either your Pharah or your Widow. Yeah, this crossfire here. I think it would have been better if Mercy was together with Pharah, because I think our Pharah is low health here, she has to back out, which means that their Widow is no longer feels threatened from both angles. Because we have an Ana here, so Ana would be able to heal Widow and Zarya at least.
I'm not warmed up, dude.
Any healing?
I got the Moira.
Okay, cool. Focus on that Rhine. Collapse on the Rhine. Collapse
Oh,
on
God.
the Rhine.
We got shattered.
Okay, the Widow's like really bad. She's taking so many shots to kill our Pharah.
I see.
Ryan's low. Ryan's
We're
low.
not died. Nobody died.
I got
This was a good pin from our Ryan.
Rhine in here.
Kill Ryan. Kill Ryan. You come back to us. You can't be
I got
going there.
Rhine. I got shields.
Nice.
Down.
Focus Mercy, 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 Mercy.
D.Va's in the room on the right.
No, focus Mercy.
Focus the Mercy. Okay, now.
Oh, I'm one.
Why do guys, we gotta focus on Mercy, guys. Oh yeah, get
I'm
D.Va,
one.
D.Va.
I need healing.
Push him back.
Watch out for the Widow.
Ryan's coming up this way. Probably work on map callouts.
Yeah. Oh crap.
Ryan's coming up this way.
Okay, you know Widow is here, right? So Mercy shouldn't be flying that high up into her sidelines. Even though the Widow's quite bad, but
Probably work on map callouts.
Yeah. Oh crap. Spencer, you need to pick that Widow.
Trying. I need your shield.
Jimmy, get aggressive. I'm reloading.
Widow dies to Moira up.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, I got Mercy.
Shield.
Jimmy, get aggressive. I'm reloading. Sorry. It's reloading.
Okay, this is quite common for Death War comps, especially if we don't have D.Va. After this charge, okay, we shouldn't be playing so aggressive here, right? Because we're already down a few members. This charge is really aggressive, and This charge into Shatter is quite aggressive. Zarya is gonna follow up, which means that our Ana doesn't have any protection while their Pharah is free because our Widow's dead to contest her.
Oh, I got Mercy on the ground. Mercy down.
God. I'm gonna save.
There's a Fair on me. Mine.
I can res you.
Fair.
Could use some help here.
We need healing.
Valkyrie was probably not needed. Were you low? I don't think you were low.
I can res you.
Fair.
Could use some help here.
We need healing.
Yeah, Valk wasn't needed. You probably vowed to keep Ryan up, but if Pharah actually killed Ryan, you would have been able to rest because we would still have we still have quite a lot of people back.
We need healing.
I'm gonna be focusing Pharah. I need the. If I'm gonna be focusing Pharah, I need the Widow to be occupied. If I'm gonna be focusing Widow, I need the
Did you
Pharah.
pop up for the?
Did you?
Yes, top Valkyrie.
I've had grab for like the longest.
I need the Widow to be occupied. If I'm gonna be focusing Widow, I need the
Did you
Pharah.
pop up for the?
Yeah, so basically just controlling sidelines. You have Widow and Pharah here, so make use of it. Don't try to set up a cross angle so both their Widow and Pharah can focus a similar sideline, which means that they are Pharah is able to spam and zone out, and then their Widow doesn't have any pressure on her.
Did you?
So for example, if okay,
I'm gonna be focusing Pharah. I need the. If I'm gonna be focusing.
yeah, okay, we take this spot for example. If there is, if our Pharah is spamming here, and like if both our Pharah and Widow are here, their Pharah ends up spamming this side. Our Widow has to wrap around, wait for Mercy to heal. Okay, this is their Widow, right? So what happens is basically spam from their Pharah would force our Widow out, and if our Pharah isn't here, our Widow, their Widow will have sidelines uncontested. But if our Pharah is here, at least she would this Widow here would need to make sure that there's the Widows has to take care of this. Their Widows have to take care of this sideline because our Pharah is here. So basically, try to split up when you're playing Pharah Widow to make sure that all the sidelines are covered, and they can't focus you on this one sideline.
Pharah, I need the Widow to be occupied. If I'm gonna be focusing Widow, I need the
Did you
Pharah.
pop up for the?
Did you?
Yes, top Valkyrie.
I've had grab for like the longest time, Farah. So like.
Okay, we can wait for that then. Do not use one of your ults without the other.
Yeah.
Try and survive.
So yeah, Farah, just be prepared. Like
Farah,
stand up there.
They switched to
Stand up there where I'm shooting at.
Yeah, Farah, don't be in the line of
Tracer?
sight for a Widow.
Tracer on me. Oh, no. They switched to
Stand up there where I'm shooting at.
Yeah, Farah, don't be in the line of sight for a Widow.
Okay, pre-fight bomb is like usually one of the easier bombs to escape, right? So I think
Tracer on me.
Ryan was okay. Yeah, the payload was in the middle of you two. That was quite awkward. It was a well-placed bomb.
Oh no.
Well,
I got the diva down though.
Oh, I got
Okay,
Ryan
we
pinned.
forgot.
Farah, you ready? Farah, you ready?
yeah.
Yeah,
Now.
do it.
Okay, I didn't get as many people as I thought that would get.
Yeah, Mercy reses here. No one prevents this res.
I got Moira on the ground. Moira down.
Mercy's here. Mercy's walking.
Yeah, back out.
How is Orion not dying? They're quite bad.
Focus Mercy.
Mercy's
Focus.
Mercy's one.
Good nano to keep Orion out.
Mercy's down. McCree's down.
Good, right?
Tracer's on her way. He's one.
Focus D.Va,
Down,
D.Va,
Mac.
D.Va, 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 D.Va.
Tracer, no recall.
D.Va. Okay, Tracer, Tracer.
down.
Easy.
Nice.
Alright.
Yeah, not much to say.
Grab
They're
combo
just the Widow. Their DPS is just not like
Uma, just
Good.
type something in chat, like in team chat. Whisper to you.
pretty sure they're lower rank, like lower SR. So
They mean, I don't mean to. That's what I was saying. I don't want to make it later.
Okay,
Okay.
clear comms.
okay, instead of Ana here, Mercy would be good for pocket onto Pharah, because so what happens here is that Lucio has to stay back with Ana, and D.Va probably has to stay back with Ana, right? D.Va probably has to stay with Ana and Lucio to protect them, and this leaves only a 3-man dive here. But if we have a Mercy instead of Ana, then Mercy would be pocketing Pharah, Lucio would be speed boosting this core in. So basically it would be a 6-man dive, and that's much better than 3-3, because here you don't really need that much healing. Like for dive, you don't really need that much healing pumped into you, so Ana isn't really that necessary here, and a damage boost for Pharah from Mercy would be better.
They're running dive.
Dive, running dive.
They got Roadhog.
Yep, they're running dive with a Roadhog to hook people.
Let me know
Use
what's
the card for natural covering.
Watch out.
They're anti over there.
Josh,
On top,
you wanna
top.
dive?
They got a window. They got a window as well. Dive who?
Oh, dive Genji, dive Genji!
Let me know what's
Okay.
Use the card for natural covering.
Watch out.
They're anti over there.
Josh,
On top,
you wanna
top.
dive?
They got a window. They got a window as well. Dive who?
Oh, dive Genji, dive Genji! Dive up top in general, Josh. Come here.
This is really quite uncoordinated. You call out Genji here, but you're the only one diving Genji. Where's our Tracer?
Everyone's up there.
I'm after Genji right now.
Tracer's in the back line somewhere.
I got sniped.
We're
Yeah, you got demacked here because you were the only one trying to kill Genji.
Okay, I got D.Va.
Right
behind you. I got Genji.
Zen is by himself, guys.
I'm one.
Widow's by herself.
Okay, so our D.Va goes here to try to contest the Genji on high ground, and our Winston and Tracer comes up here. D.Va ends up getting demacked, and no one dies here, right? I don't think anyone dies here, like from the enemy team. So we spend 2 bodies trying to dive them, but no one dies. And their Pharah ends up killing both Ana and
Focusing
Pharah.
Widow.
Use some heals.
Get that mini.
They were
Down. I'm gonna come back for health. We need some healing, Anna.
Going for Zen.
Zenyatta's one. Zenyatta's one. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Anna's
Coming.
dead.
Right
I
behind
need
you.
heals. I'm out of recall. Where's
Counter
the Zen?
dive.
Getting dive. I got Mac. Oh no.
I'm down out of recall.
Okay, what happened there? Were you guys slow?
Where's the
Counter
Zen?
Getting dive.
How did you guys die immediately? Okay, they had mercy damage boost for their Winston, and probably this god.
I got Mac. Oh no.
I'm down.
And our main healers are back.
Call target.
D.Va.
Zenyatta's in your room.
Okay, this was really good from our Winston.
Get D.Va out of mech.
We forced Trent.
I'm low.
Genji's on cart.
Genji no deflect. Genji no dash.
Thank you. Oh shit.
Use natural covering.
I was playing something. It's okay.
Zen. Zen's down.
I'm getting attacked. I'm getting attacked.
Watch out for Genji.
Widow's down.
Very good boot from our Lucio.
Widow's down.
Take the beat. Back up a little bit.
Okay, again, there's still not much shot calling here. and especially since we don't have the Discord op, the short calling is really important. Our Pharah's playing really far back because she doesn't have Mercy Pocket, which means that there's not much damage because it's only Tracer,
Oh, critical right behind you. That.
and we don't have Discord op again.
Back up, back up, back up. We've been fighting the same fight
Dead
for a
one.
long ass
Mercy
time.
one.
Just leave.
Mercy's dead.
Alright, go back in. Go back
Winston's
in.
one, they have no heals. I'm on the way, I'm on the way, I'm on the way.
Get in, get
Kill,
in, get
kill
in,
the shield,
get in,
kill the
get in,
shield.
get in. Diva,
Kill
diva,
the
diva,
shield,
diva,
kill the
diva,
shield.
Really not coordinated. Pharah's chasing Genji, and Winston's on Diva. I think the person that's mostly calling is our Winston here.
Diva, 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 diva.
And our Pharah dies because she gets focused.
Diva. Diva, diva, diva,
I'm
diva,
getting
diva.
pushed by Winston.
See you.
I'm dead. But there's no Genji, no.
Widow's all the way in the back.
I can't do anything about it. I'm out of
Mercy
recall.
popped.
You need.
Yeah, no one's really pressuring her. The Widow here, our Tracer's poking, and our Pharah can't really do much without Mercy Pocket. And Winston Diva can't dive up there, it's not possible. So that's why this area, this Rialto area, is usually played with at least one sniper, because even if you're running dive, you won't be able to reach. Like this map is so long, with like such long sidelines, they can position so far away and you can't dive them because like you can't use your abilities to close down the gap. So either you send a Tracer on a flanking mission, which will probably not work, but it's better than not doing anything about their Widow, or you change into one sniper
Spencer, please deal
instead of a Pharah.
with the Widow.
I'm down.
Winston's half.
Spencer, your entire point is to counter Widow. Please counter her.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Your Tracer is like poking the tanks.
Going up to her right
Okay.
now.
Okay, you're trying to push Widow here, but your team isn't even back yet. So what's gonna happen is that this Mercy here, she's very free. Her front line isn't getting damaged, so she can just easily pocket a Widow, and our Tracer is probably gonna lose a 2v1.
She's
Dawson,
half.
start the back line.
Baby even down, baby
one.
even down.
The Genji, the Zen back there.
Okay,
Zen back
okay.
there. Go.
Widow's one, guys. Focus Winston.
All right,
He's one.
go.
What was
One,
our
guys.
Tracer? Our Tracer gives up chasing the Widow. Yeah, our Tracer gives up chasing the Widow and dies to Doomfist.
Focus Winston.
All right.
He's one.
Use natural covering. I can't use bubble.
I'm attacking the Widow.
They got a Doomfist. I'm gonna take care of the Doomfist.
Spawning. Gun.
No, I'm down from the bomb.
Mercy down!
Mercy down. Spencer, deal with the Widow.
Where's she? I just got
In the
back.
back. I just pushed her away. Push
Alright.
the cart.
Baby,
Diva,
back
diva,
on
diva,
point.
diva, diva,
I got
diva,
Zen.
diva.
Oh,
Doomfist.
I made Zen pop.
Yeah, this is why sending a Tracer by herself doesn't really do much, especially since the supports are coming back from spawn. They have Zen for Discord into our Tracer, and they have Mercy damage boost, and our Tracer just can't win that.
Doom.
That's why usually you play a sniper to counter Widow. You don't really play Tracer or Genji.
Doom.
Doom on me. He's all.
Doom
Winston on me,
down.
Winston on me.
Okay, Pharah needs to work on her rocket, like on her prediction shots.
On my way back.
Zen half.
Zen shouldn't be alive here. Took way too long for you guys to kill it.
Focus Mercy.
I can get through the choke to get to the Widow.
We win.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys have better mechanicals to go. That's about it. The Widow was decent, but like first half of the game she was asleep or something. You need to work on sidelines. Decide who's gonna control which sideline so that their Widow and Pharah is gonna be free. Decide on how you want to counter their snipers on Rialto Point 8, because snipers are gonna be picked very often, especially double sniper. You can see quite a lot of double sniper on Rialto Point 8. So yeah, usually you would have at least one, either a Widow or Hanzo on point A to try to at least limit sidelines. Okay, on to the next one.
Defense.
And never like
Am I supposed to be focusing whoever's out of
D.Va
position
and
that I
Diva.
can
Unless it's like-
dominate?
unless it's like-
Okay, one person at a time, please.
Okay, for Spencer's question, for you, if there's another Widow attacking us while we're trying to attack another target, focus on that Widow.
Yeah,
or
of
DPS
course.
that's punishing us.
But if
Other
if you're
than that,
calling shots
like if
because-
it's only a D.Va left on the point and I'm calling D.Va non-stop, just focus the D.Va and get her out of
Yeah,
the way so
sure.
you can do your own thing.
What's my job then?
all right, in this situation,
protect
if
the
there's a
healers,
D.Va on
that's your
point, you
sole
guys are
job.
all
Diva,
focusing.
Diva.
Yeah.
Diva,
And
start on
there's
point,
Moira
you're gonna be
and-
the bait. If they run goats or
focus
dive, they're
Moira,
gonna
wait.
dive you, but you can just come back out over here.
So I
Yeah.
okay, down here then.
Yeah, stay down there.
Okay, usually D.Va doesn't really start up here, because what D.Va provides is shield break management. So basically, if they're running Hanzo or what else, Junkrat, and if they're spamming the Orisa shield, D.Va can help DM that. So this is gonna be the back line. This is no, man, this is a bunker comp. Okay. I think Zen here, Mercy would be better to pocket Junkrat and Widow, because as Zen here doesn't provide much value. Even if you're gonna discard someone, who's gonna get value from it? Junkrat's gonna be spamming. He doesn't know what he's gonna hit. Orisa's gonna be spamming as well. So there's not really much target focus that can happen with Zen's discard. But Mercy Zen here still works. But Zen Ana here doesn't synergize that well. I mean, D.Va can still protect both supports, but D.Va's gonna be busy trying to contest point. Yeah, so usually again D.Va plays up top and she drops down to contest and then boosters up. And like her and Orisa take turn contesting point. Okay, they're running goats here, so let's see how you guys actually deal with it.
But your entire job is to make sure the healers and Widow survive, because this entire comp revolves around that.
Okay.
They might dive me, I don't really know yet.
So they have a
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
It's goats.
Dive you. When they come in,
They're
just
trying to go
switch.
around. Alright, get
Okay, this is very good rotation from our Ana and Zen here. Rotate to this window where no one can contest you except D.Va. I think our Widow here can play a bit further back, I think, and then our Junkrat is here. So this is very very good crossfiring. But only problem is the D.Va and Orisa here. So what I would have liked to see, what I would have liked to see is D.Va here. So D.Va baits them in, take a bit of damage, fly up, then Orisa drops on here. They have AoE, right? They have a lot of AoE damage. They have breaks, is it hammer? Breaks, I don't know. Then Ryan's hammer. Yeah, so basically quite a lot of AoE, and grouping up really doesn't help. Taking crossfire helps a lot. Taking cross angles helps a lot. So maybe D.Va could position here and then fly up once she's low. Then Orisa drops down here, and then you just take turns to contest point until they run out of resources. Like, because we have a Junkrat here, so until they run out of resources like Ryan's shield, Moira's heal, D.Va's defense matrix, Zara's bubble, Brick's shield, and Lucio's amp. Okay, so let's see how this plays out.
Get on point, get on point.
Run,
Start breaking that shield. Ryan down.
Okay, not sure why Ana drops here. Ana probably drops here because like you guys aren't playing LOS, which you guys should be playing. So Ana is here, right? This is a very good sideline. This is a very good sideline. Junkrat can play up here. Widow can play on statue, and none of them can reach you.
D.Va, Moira.
So what happens here is Widow is playing here on low ground, which she can easily focus, and our Ana tries to help our Widow, who isn't in her LOS, and she leaves this place, which means she isn't focused on healing Orisa, and not sure why everybody goes for this.
When they come in,
They're
just
trying to go around. Alright, get on point.
Run.
Okay, that was a good anti, but this drop here from Ana was bad.
That shield.
Positioning from Widow and Junkrat could have been better.
Ryan's down.
See, everyone tries to help. Everyone tries to help Widow here. It's only a Brick and a Lucio, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of us are focusing on them.
D.Va, Moira. Focus Moira. Focus Moira. Focus Moira.
Moira's half.
And their Brick doesn't even die.
Focus
We're
Moira.
just gonna be on point now.
Kill D.Va. Okay, focus Moira. The only two things that we need to kill for their entire thing to crumple is their Ryan and their Moira, so those are your primary targets almost every time.
Ryan's half.
The only two things that we need to kill for their entire thing to...
So against you guys shouldn't be crowding around here. If our D.Va is already contesting point, there's no point for like everyone else to contest point. You can play at the back safely. For Junkrat, you can get your out fast by just spamming because you really don't have to be close range.
Crumple is their Ryan and their Moira, so those are your primary targets almost every time.
Ryan's half.
Moira's half.
Where's the Moira? There's the Moira.
Lucio? No, you gotta...
Sorry, I woke him up.
Yeah. They're all grouped.
Ryan's charging.
Zarya on me.
Trans was late. Did you get translate?
Yeah. They're all grouped.
You get D.Va gets pinned.
Zarya on me.
Okay, yeah, you just got trans, so that's okay, I guess.
Got it. I need some heals behind.
Thanks to the trans.
Up top.
That was good, Nate. But even wait,
Focus
Run.
Ryan.
I'm down.
yeah, okay, the focus. That's a good anti, and Ryan almost died, but yeah. But you guys are playing way too much on point. Against goods, it is really fine to give out a few ticks to win the whole fight.
Got it. I need some heals behind.
Thanks to the trans.
Up top.
They have like a 6-man goats setup, right? They can just easily focus any one of you if you are close to them. So what you're supposed to do is to make sure that they don't have enough resources to close the gap. For example, if you are Zen here, they want to speed boost towards you. They have to use Lucio speed. They have to use Ryan's shield. They have to give up position on point. But when all of you are just on point here, they don't really have to do anything. They can just clear you out. They can just focus you down one by one. So your setup initially was really good, but don't abandon that. Now you guys are really split up after losing a few members, and then your positioning goes haywire.
Focus
Ryan. I'm down.
Ryan's one. Ryan's literally one.
Ryan. Sir. DPS.
Ryan's one. Ryan's literally one.
Ryan.
Taya was late. Taya was probably been safe on next fight.
Ryan. Sir. DPS back out. You wanna? Yeah, just back out. Censor, obtain your next fight.
We got the good spawn. Just don't die yet.
Yeah. Junkrat back out.
Okay, all of you got a good spawn, right? So pushing forward a bit wouldn't. Wait, no, but they're running goats. Yeah, okay, this is an okay setup. But just be sure if they spend resources to move towards you to close this gap here, because you have Orisa and no, you have a Junkrat and Zen here, so they're most likely gonna be spamming, and Orisa spam as well. Then, as they close the gap to you, they have to use resources to prevent the spam from connecting with their health pools. So again, the 6 cooldowns I mentioned earlier, they have to use those. Then as you back out, and they use let's say they use quite a lot of those resources, they are down on resources, which means that you can engage onto them because they overcommitted trying to chase you down. That's usually how goats is countered. And crossfire as well. Crossfire is really effective in countering goats because of how one-dimensional it is and how it has to move as a 6-man unit everywhere. So if you position and at 6 different locations, there really isn't anything that they can do except speed around 6 times. I have a map of King's Row here. Okay, so they ran goats here, right? Go straight to the point. Your Orisa setup was here. So your Diva was here. Everyone else was here. Okay, everyone else was here. But then your Ana and Zen rotated here, which was good. Which was very good. Maybe Zen could have rotated around here, so that even if Diva goes up to contest, there's still like Diva doesn't know where to go up to contest, right? Because she has to contest both openings. Maybe Zen could go here because Ana would have this sideline, which is great, and Zen would be able to spam and have this sideline. Meanwhile, Diva here to contest point, Orisa here to contest point. So you just like Orisa steps in, Diva steps out to get healing. Diva gets full health, steps in to contest, Orisa steps out to get healing. Widow can play statue, as I said, and Junkrat can play here. So what are they gonna do against this? Right, this goats com. What are they gonna do against this? Okay, this is where Ana comes in. Like Ana is really good on King's Row because of this sideline. So if you play like this, what can the goats com do? They can't like speed up the stairs, clear this area out, and then go after your Orisa. No. So it is fine to give up a few ticks if you just wear the health pools down. You just make them waste resources, and then you engage onto them. Right? You engage onto them, call out targets, and especially with Zen Discord, you can easily melt them down when they do not have any resources.
Brigitte and Zarya.
I'm not performing good.
Bring this party.
Lucio's also in there.
Moira's dead.
Also, Spencer, when you get a
Moira's
chance to
dead.
switch, Junkrat switched to Pharah. Spencer switched to Junkrat. So we're gonna run Junkrat Pharah, unless Spencer you can play Pharah. And Zen switch to let's say his
I'll do junk.
Get out, get out.
Pharah and Zen switch to let's say his
I'll do junk.
Get out, get out.
Oh, I tried.
I don't know. Ryan's one.
Ryan's down.
Okay, they're really split here.
Lucio's dead. So is Zarya.
Yeah, they're not coordinated, so
I don't know.
Yeah, this goat's comp isn't a 6-man unit.
Ryan's one.
Ryan's down.
Lucio's dead. So is Zarya.
I want to switch, but I don't want to be out for the fight.
Me neither.
Don't bother killing the diva.
I also have a switch.
Don't bother with the diva.
Uh,
Never
Too
mind.
late, I got
You want me to go?
Junkrat also
Jimmy?
has to switch too, so it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Just stay as this. Just stay as this for now. Stay as this for now. They're switching. They switched their team comp up. They're running dive. Stay as this right now. Stay as this. Keep this.
They have a Winston. I'm pretty sure he's going up top. I'm watching the flank right now. Yep, Diva up top.
Just stand up there.
I think
Get
they're all
divas up
going up
there.
top. Josh jumped down. I can't get up there to help you.
Diva can. I think Diva should be able to. Yeah, Diva can stay up there. So, Diva stays up there, scouts who's going through that door. Even if Diva's getting pressure, she can just drop down, right? She doesn't need boosters to drop down.
We have to watch it.
So Diva here would be out acting like a scout, something like that. And again, this back line here. Okay, if Diva's up here to scout, then this back line is gonna be exposed. Okay, so for Diva now, they have two flankers, right? Shield break isn't important. Orisa's shield doesn't matter anymore. Because, yeah, Orisa's shield doesn't matter anymore. What matters is the supports here. So, I think, again, Crossfire. I think Widow can go up here, Jung here, Zen here. So, if they have to dive onto one target, so let's say they dive, if our Zen is positioned here, let's say they dive for Zen, our Junkrat is still up here, spamming. Our Widow still up here, having the sidelines to shoot them. So, yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Also watch.
Tracer's going left. Genji's up top.
Genji's up top.
Get out, Spencer.
Spencer, go take high ground or something.
Where?
They're just going through main.
Oh yeah. Oh, you can stand up here above the subway
Yep.
terminal.
Yep.
Genji's one.
Focus on their Zen. Oh, you can stand up here above the
Okay, Junkrat's really out of position here.
subway
Yep.
terminal.
Yep.
You should be getting out. Why are you still trying to 1v1 the
Focus on
the Genji?
their Zen. Diva.
Monkey's dead.
Okay, the dive is also really uncoordinated. They attempted to dive with the Orisa.
Focus Zen.
Zen.
One. He's one.
Zen's down. Moira.
Do we have? Yeah, we use infrasight. Does no one see this Tracer?
Moira.
Abandon Genji. He's not gonna kill us.
Genji.
Yeah, we have infrasight. No one sees this Tracer. Sees this Tracer.
Moira's in the bar with me.
Genji. Get the Moira.
Get the Moira.
I need some heals. Thank you.
Moira.
I think Moira's behind us. No wait, there's a Trace behind us.
Zen should be calling out that Tracer's pressuring him.
Let me know when Tracer comes by and I'll try and take care of it.
Tracer almost dead.
They got his
Moira and Tracer on the left.
half.
Could use some help over here.
I'm trying to suppress main. They're not gonna dive me. I'm gonna try and bait out a dive.
Yeah.
Genji's on the left. Genji's on left.
Genji.
This is good protection from for our Zen.
Genji.
Dragon blading.
I'm gonna try and bait out a dive.
Yeah.
Genji's on the left. Genji's on left.
Genji.
Dragon blading.
They
Spencer,
don't.
we were all yelling Genji.
Oh god.
Spencer, you need to back up to help us with the
You said
Genji.
bait out a dive.
Yeah, and then I
So
turned
one
around
from
and
one.
said Genji. You need to listen.
I turned around.
Don't worry about that now. We'll worry about that later. Just fight. Oh wait, we're winning. We're winning. Yeah, we won that. Okay, now you can complain or whatever.
Yeah, Spencer.
Yeah, I was
I
backing
need to
up.
build my next
It's
one.
fine.
I
It's
just
fine.
died while backing up because of a Genji ult.
It's fine. We're good.
I need to build my next ult. Don't heal him. I need to build my next one.
Okay.
Widow doesn't actually have to be helping the backline here. There's enough protection. As their dive is super uncoordinated. They aren't they aren't gonna manage to pull like this 4-man dive here. It's gonna be like really split from them. So all you need is like your support's just protected by the D.Va here. I think our Widow's quite decent. So their back line is pretty much free pickings.
Yeah.
So we can place blame after the match.
There's no blame to place. It's fine. It's just. It was just more a reactionary thing. Spencer, you were doing the right thing, but then the thing that we were doing right changed. Either way, continue.
Top.
Push up a little bit there, Zen!
Backline doesn't call for help. Or Orisa still in front.
Where?
On me, I need.
Yeah, D.Va get our supports are already really low. D.Va gets nano boosted. I think we are the one that asks where the Zen is, because our Orisa is still focusing the Zen. No one protects our backline. Our Zen dies here with 98% to trance.
Me, I need heals.
Go all the way
Dead.
forward.
I got ult.
Winston.
Tracer's one.
Focus tanks.
Winston's antied.
That's a Widow.
Winston's antied.
You got
Winston. Move fast, Orisa, guys.
Okay, it's really split. Your Orisa D.Va setup is quite split. Your Orisa shield doesn't matter here, right? I'm not. Okay, you guys are probably still sticking on Orisa because you don't want to go back and change. But Orisa shield here doesn't matter because these are flankers. They don't care about the shield. They just like walk past the shield. So Orisa should be playing really close to our supports here. Because if not, Orisa is gonna get 0 value. So I'm assuming that you swap here.
Focus the Zen. Focus Zen.
I need some heals.
Is anyone else here with me?
Focus Zenyatta.
You know, I got it.
Zen.
Trans was late. It's okay.
Go.
Where is he?
I'll build my next one.
Yeah.
He died.
Good
Oh, I'll
job.
build my next one.
Okay.
Back up,
Got like
Zen.
one
Back up,
more
Zen.
panic thing at most.
I
Zen,
just
back
need
up.
to build my ult. That's the only thing.
It's fine. No, yeah, go ahead. Make sure you have your grapple to come back up to the high ground.
I do.
They're gonna dive
to
top.
dive me.
Same.
Okay, here the Widow doesn't even need to. But you guys are trying to bait out dive or something, right? Widow doesn't even need to do that. They have 2 seconds. They are going to engage on the payload. Widow can just stay up here. They have to use all their abilities to go to the payload. Zen is here. He's free because no one's focused on him. Widow can go up here. Easy sidelines. And they can't do anything because they have to stay on payload. I don't even think they make it to payload.
Okay, here they come. They're gonna dive.
Okay, they do.
Winston down.
D.Va.
Got her.
Genji.
Zen, right behind.
Tracer. And then Zen. Tracer.
Just Tracer.
Okay.
And then Rose, can you play Moira? That works.
No, Forda, if you go Winston, they can't block anything. Just saying.
What? Why?
Then the D.Va can't eat anything.
Yeah, but when was the last time you saw goats run with a Winston instead of a D.Va?
Honestly, the problem with that is that if we get naded, there's nothing that will save us. Unless we all back out. With D.Va, she can still peel. Winston will just kind of stand there like a duck and get netted.
So I can eat things.
Yeah, just run the D.Va. It's a smart idea, but just not right now. We haven't.
It's Korean goats. That's how
Yeah.
we play it.
Can I ask something real quick?
Yeah.
How do I have 32 healing?
What
were you
what
playing?
were you playing?
I was
last-
playing D.Va.
All the time?
I th- Maybe you like there was a glitch when you got back into your mech. Just follow me.
Can a couple of us?
Go behind. Go behind. Go behind. Go behind. Go behind. Go behind. Go. In the room. Go this way. Follow me.
Oh, we're doing this.
Yes. Come on. Follow me.
Wait. Oh shit. Alright, I'm good.
D.Va. 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 D.Va.
I bubbled
Okay, this is quite smart.
the wrong person, sorry.
But you charge off, so like all that was for nothing because you don't pin anyone, and your team doesn't have a shield to go clear out this high ground.
Get Rosa.
Get on point. Get on
I'm
point.
coming
Get
with
on
you, Ryan.
point.
Coming
Get-
Yeah, so you go the long way here for nothing at all. You waste time, but you end up dropping on point. So don't understand the strategy here. Because you don't even clear out the high ground, right? Because there's still Zen with Widow up there, and your team splits.
Get on point, Ace.
Arissa's one.
Control the point. Focus D.Va. Focus D.Va. Focus D.Va. Good job.
I'm out of mech.
Oh my god, I got booped up here.
Yeah, don't see you. Back.
I don't have bubble for you.
It's fine. I got booped up there as it was. I
We're
should've-
split.
I'm dead.
I'm good.
Are we gonna get this though?
Yeah, we're getting it. They're all dead. Except for this Zen. This Zen's here.
Mineral, get the health pack.
Bro, shitty spawns.
We're coming.
Oh, Lamau Jimmy.
Easy clap. Okay.
there's
Everyone push up forward except for Tom. He is cart pitch. Everyone push up here.
We are kind of in the middle of staggering a D.Va.
Oh, okay. Wait, leave it. Leave her.
Yeah, leave her out of mech. Let her.
I'm on the Widowmaker.
Jimmy, we could have done that for so much longer.
I know, but still.
I got the Widow.
That was the perfect.
Stay forward, everyone. Be up here, kind of. Just let Tom be the cart bitch.
Okay, you guys are pushing forward, so there's no point leaving one guy on payload, and then this is really passive. If you want to push forward, just go all the way forward. They're gonna be staggered. They are down. They are Widow. They are down. They are D.Va. They are Junkrats up here. So what should have happened was D.Va goes up the contest, rest, go forward, because there's no point to sacrifice. There's no point appointing some guy to be on payload while the rest just sit around doing nothing. Like, what's the point of this? This doesn't push them back or stagger them. They're just gonna wait for all 6 people to come back, and then you guys have not really accomplished that much.
Oh, Tom.
See how aggressive? Okay, not really aggressive. This Ryan is playing quite far up here. His team is still coming back, so this would have been able to be punished.
Hope Tom's having a great time being a cart bitch. They're all on the floor, and by all I mean they're.
There's a couple of them on the floor. Their Widow's focusing me. That's good.
Oh, Junkrat on our healer.
I'm gonna stay up top with.
Please unmute your
Spencer,
mic.
get back! You're way too aggressive.
I didn't even realize I had it muted, sorry.
It's okay.
Widow's half.
Why did this lamppost stop me? Okay.
I've got my ult. Do we have Zarya ult yet?
I'm at
focus on the
95,
Widow in
I'm
the
at
back
95.
sector.
All right, let's focus bomb and rest.
That doesn't work half the time.
Don't use all of the ults, guys. Just use a few. Just enough to win the team fight.
Or we can just see. Or they can
Yeah, they can C9.
Oh,
Lamau got him.
That wasn't a C.
Okay.
Here we go. Planet.
Fuck did you just...
I have a Widow.
Widow Farah again with Ryan D.Va. So right here on this point, right here on this point, it doesn't make much sense because even if you want a shield, what, your shield's gonna be here, right? Let's see. Okay, very bad drawing. Shield's gonna be here. The point is on lower ground. Everyone else is on high ground. Zen, their Zen can come here. They can angle here. Widow can stay up here. The Rhine can't contest any of them. So Winston would have been better here.
They're running dive with a Widow. They're running dive with a Widow and a Moira.
Play the corners, don't peek.
Winston left.
Winston's coming back.
Yeah, because you see how the Rhine was on point, right? But no one else was on point, so his shield is basically useless.
He's half dead, he's coming!
Winston's on me, Winston's on me!
Okay, our Rhine plays really aggressive here. And
They're running dive with a Widow and a Moira.
Play the corners, don't peek.
Winston left.
Winston's coming
Genji's
back.
half dead, he's coming!
yeah, everyone ignores our dying Ana here and say goes for the Genji, I think.
Winston's on me, Winston's on me!
Charge was quite aggressive.
I'm charging the healers in the back line! Both the healers are dead.
Winston's on me, Winston on me. We are
I need
all
some
over the
help.
place.
Yeah, we
some
need
help.
Yeah, we are all over the place right now.
The healers are down, just take the point.
So Winston's really wanted to take advantage.
I got dove. Sorry, I didn't say anything.
Winston or Widow's dead.
Sorry, I didn't
Widow's
say
dead.
anything.
Yeah, we were all over the place there.
Yeah.
Cause I hear
I don't know, I
like
saw the
I
two
hear our
healers
healers
go-
getting dived, and then I hear Jimmy like, "Hey, I'm in," and I'm like, "Oh, where do I go?"
I know, it was so funny, dude. I saw the healers alone, I was like, yes, but then I shouldn't have said yes. Anyways,
Yeah,
okay.
Jimmy, you need
Genji,
to work.
Genji.
Genji's one.
Genji's tough.
Widow's dead.
Nice.
Nice shot.
Yeah, just keep doing that.
I'll do my best. I'm a little bit warmed up now. Diva's Diva's headshot.
Get
Diva's half.
behind my rectangle.
Diva's already on a mech. All right, we got a pick.
I'm just, yeah, there's not much for me to say now. They're just, the other team's not that good.
Prime shield.
I'll just say something when you guys make a mistake.
Red thing.
Oh, God.
Again, it's a really
Fucked up
aggressive
my
charge.
shot.
Ryan is slept on point.
Can I get a res?
It's
Where was our Widow
Oh, God.
backline? Mercy went for the rest onto Farah, and the Widow was still on backline being pressured by Genji. Widow should have either gone forward or asked for healing or anything. Ryan, aggressive charge here, they probably won't punish it though.
Fucked up my charge.
Ryan is slept on point.
Can I get a res?
it's down. I'm sorry.
Get Ryan, get Ryan, get Ryan, get Ryan, get Ryan. Ryan.
Ryan's anti. All right.
Dead.
Genji's
I'm on my way back.
Got him on
Nice,
the
nice shot,
ground.
nice shot.
That's one way to get
You
him.
saved my life.
That's one way to get him. All right.
Dead.
Genji's
I'm on my way back.
Got him on the
Okay.
ground.
That's one way to get
You
him.
saved my life.
That's one way to get him.
Yo, can we dive Zen?
You guys mind if I
No,
bomb?
we can't die if we don't have a Winston.
Please don't.
Also, Tom, don't out of nowhere.
Spencer Widow, please deal with.
Tom, don't out of nowhere
I'm
nano me. I'm
looking
probably
for
just
her.
gonna
She's
bomb if I
I'm
die.
not going to. If I'm gonna nano anyone, it will be Jimmy.
Don't mineral ghost. Don't push Widow. I got her.
I'm discorded.
Bombing.
Guys, Genji on me. Genji on me. I need heals.
Got Kenji.
Watch out for the Widow, guys. She's bold now.
Mortar slept.
If I get a res, I
Need heals.
got Kenji.
Watch out for the Widow, guys. She's bold now.
Mortar slept.
Why did Farah peek
Genji on me.
in?
Genji on me. I need heals.
Okay, the Widow gets our Widow. We trade with a kill on our Genji.
Got Kenji.
Farah peeked way too early. dies.
Watch out for the Widow, guys.
It's a 5v6. No, 4v5.
She's bold now.
Our Ryan
If
falls.
I get a res, I can hammer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're losing this.
Yeah, no, we lost.
I shouldn't have wasted that res.
Back out, back out.
It's
Time back
fine. We're
out.
all gonna die. You'll be
Bold now. Guys,
I'm discorded.
So no one helps our Widow. Wow, our Widow's getting pressured by Genji. Widow doesn't say anything.
guys, Genji on me, Genji on me.
Yeah, that's way too late.
Need heals.
down, Genji.
Watch out for the Widow, guys. She's bold now.
Moira slip.
Guys, Genji on me, Need heals.
Where was our Ryan? Our Ryan played quite aggressively.
Down, Genji.
Watch out for the Widow, guys. She's bold now.
Moira slept.
You guys go through main and I'll have some good angles.
Oh, if you were currently
Losing this.
Yeah, no, we lost.
I shouldn't have wasted that res.
Back out.
Watch out for the Widow, guys.
Where did we lose this?
Guys, Genji on me, Need heals.
Okay, so firstly, Widow was... Genji was chasing Widow around. Widow didn't pay attention to the other Widow. Our Widow ends up falling. Mercy reses Widow. Mercy doesn't heal Ryan. Ryan dies after bomb, and Farah dies to bomb because she peeks so early. Just mistakes.
down, Genji.
So as Widow here, you want to... You really have two choices. You either play as far as possible. So there's no drop off, right? You don't have any drop off. You play really far away to contest your Widow, or you just play really near your team. So you still contest your Widow, but there's a chance that you might get dove on. But again, they swap to Ryan here, so they don't have dive. Where's our Ana? Or our Mercy can just be pocketing our Widow, and Ana just stays with team. Because we still have a D.Va here to protect Ana. And then Mercy can... Because this is Ilios Ruins, where Widowmaker is quite important. So, yeah, Mercy can just pocket Farah here.
Watch out for the Widow, guys. She's bold now.
Moira slept.
If I get a
Main and I'll have some good angles.
Yep. Yep. Wait, hang on, wait for... Do we have everyone?
Genji's pushing forward.
Let's try and pick Moira. Let me know if you guys see Widow.
Get the Genji.
D.Va dove me. Let's get her.
Get D.Va.
Diva's out of mech.
Get
Diva's out of mech. Pick D.Va. Pick D.Va.
She's almost done.
Get D.Va.
Get her. Get her. D.Va dove me. Let's get her.
Okay, it's a D.Va here, right? The D.Va isn't gonna 1v3 or 1v4, so Mercy shouldn't be going up here to heal.
Get D.Va.
Diva's out of mech. Diva's out of mech. Pick D.Va. Pick D.Va.
She's almost done.
Get D.Va.
Get her.
You got
You down?
Alright.
I can't see Widow.
I'm
wait.
gonna hammer on
Widow's on.
Okay, I'm being jumped by the Genji. Genji's on me.
Where?
Behind you
I
guys.
see him.
You said the Widow's on the left? I got the Genji.
He's in the center, actually.
He was on me. He was
Dead.
trying-
Get Ryan. Moira. Do not let her escape. There we go.
Yeah, we got that.
D.Va's up front. Get her. She's out of position. I guess she's trying to save, but
Yeah, that was the only thing.
Okay, the D.Va was really bad. She staggered herself like 2-3 times. What will you run?
Yes.
And Orisa here would be better, because as Ryan, unless you are really daring, you are gonna be trying to move up and down here, because of this hole they're probably gonna run Lucio, right? They're gonna run Lucio, Orisa, or something like that. You don't want to be playing Ryan here. It's way too dangerous for you. You're either gonna play really aggressively and die, or play passively and get 0 value. So D.Va here is okay. McCree here on this point is good.
I just want someone crazy.
Watch out for Lucio. They also have Orisa.
And Roadhog.
Lucy's on flank, spot flank.
Oh my gosh. Watch out for the Roadhog. Just watch out for all the hooking shenanigans.
They're going for
I'm
move.
gonna save up my.
Their entire compromise.
Nice boot.
Oh shit!
Yes, they work!
Yeah, look at how passive Orion is playing here. He can't do anything except launch fire strikes.
Fog. Alright. Charge in! Punish them!
There's down.
Punish them! Get in on them!
Who are we targeting? Who are we targeting?
Orion charges in. You could have caught a bit earlier.
Fog.
Could have caught a bit earlier so that our Moira here would have been able to like make her way here, and D.Va would have been able to boost us. So yeah, before charging in, at least call so that your team can immediately follow up, instead of like Ryan goes in, then D.Va sees, and then goes in, and then Moira like sees both tanks inside and then goes in.
Alright. Charge in!
You see, Ryan charges in,
Heals.
D.Va goes
Punish
in,
them! Get
but our Moira's still behind.
in on them!
Who are we targeting? Who are we targeting?
And you guys should be playing on point. Doesn't really matter who gets what kills, as long as you kept one.
Oh no!
You got punished.
I got punished for being...
Yeah, you were playing way too aggressively. And without much support.
I couldn't save you. Sorry. From both sides.
Back up. Take
Yeah, back out. We shouldn't have pushed so far.
Yeah, Jomi got fucking.
Let them push us. Try and get them to dive us. We can.
They're running a comp that requires them to be close, so let's not be close.
No, I'm saying far.
Not really. Their comm is quite... Their comm has quite a lot of range. Yeah, their comm has quite a lot of range, so you do not want to be poking at a range because they have so much spam. They have McCree, they have Junkrat, they have Orisa, they have Hawk. Your Ryan doesn't want to be playing passively. And you shouldn't even have a Ryan on well, but okay.
Bait him out.
Unless you're running goals or something.
Come forward. I think we can.
Split!
Did he fucking desire?
Yeah, I
To it.
I booped him. I flashbang. He got
Oh,
rid
you
of it.
flashbang him to before he got it, he canceled it.
Moira's down.
To it.
I booped him. I flashbang. He got
Oh,
rid of
you
it.
flashbang him to before he got it, he canceled it.
Moira's down.
It's a 5v5 now.
Oh, damn it!
Our Moira is again playing quite far away. Your heals can't reach Ryan from here. McCree is flanking, McCree dies to Lucio.
Base hook.
That shatter was just bad.
Watch out for Lucio behind.
Beat should not have been used, you were already 3 down.
You're getting trashed on right now.
Switch over Tracer, switch to Reaper. Actually, Spencer, switch to Reaper.
You got it.
Nice.
Okay, again, Reaper wouldn't be too good here because they excel at range, right? They're gonna shut you down before you engage on them, unless you take this. Actually, yeah, you can take... I don't know, they have quite a lot of CC. They have Riptire, they have... No, they have Concussion Mine, they have Flashbang, Hope,
I'm gonna switch.
Boop. So Reaper here doesn't really make much sense. Another shield break character would be good because they don't have D.Va, right? They don't have D.Va to minimize damage done to Orisa's shield, so shield break like Junkrat or Hanzo, something like that.
To Orisa.
Who do we have to counter their
He
McCree?
hooked me into the pit, but I'm fine.
Tracer, you're gonna have to get McCree and Junk.
Can you switch, when you get the chance, to switch to Genji, Tracer?
Roadhog's one. Never mind, he doesn't have.
You guys shouldn't be stalling out the fight here. If you're on the opposite end of like if you are not in control of point, you just once you lose the fight, you shouldn't be trying to like stagger in, trying to win like a 4v5, because even if you win it, it's gonna take extremely long. And they're gonna cap the 99 before you know it.
I'm ready to jump on their tanks.
Are we trying to hold this?
Yes.
Okay, Roadhog's in the pit.
I got you, man. Going for Moira?
Someone please deal with the Junkrat.
Tracer, explain.
Switch to Genji, Tracer.
And our Moira is a long range healing, right? Moira is short range healing. Our Reaper doesn't get any healing. Our Reaper dies.
Someone please kill Junkrat.
Oh, our Reaper doesn't die.
Lucio's down.
Spencer, kill Junk.
Where is he?
Flying in the air.
He's in their team, he's in their team, he's in their team.
Oh,
I'm out of my.
I was dumb. I tried to chase.
DPS, come on, please.
I'm coming back.
There's not a lot DPS can do. Reaper, what's he doing now? Reaper's going in by himself, like emptying a few shells, raving out, going back in. There's nothing he can do because no one is helping him. Orisa's just spamming shield. So this is very different playstyles. This like in a team itself, this is very different playstyles. Two very different playstyles because Orisa's gonna be sitting back passive together with D.Va to prevent shield break, and Genji and Reaper's gonna be going in, so there's no support for the DPS at all. And our Moira like doesn't know what to do, whether to go in to heal Reaper or stay at the back.
Going up top, I'm gonna flank around.
DPS, come on, please.
I'm coming back. I'm going up top, I'm gonna...
Okay, probably did this like I don't know why, but as Lucio, you should be trying to keep your out animation as quick as possible. If their McCree had flashed you, then that's the end of your out. You should be trying to keep your out animation as fast as possible. So maybe like beating onto high ground, like you start your animation here, you end it here, so it's much faster.
Flank around.
Instead of doing this, if you had been hooked or flashbang, then there goes your out.
Every composition in the world will not work without a DPS. Please.
Where's Orisa? Oh.
I'm going up top, I'm gonna flank around.
Not all the every composition in the world will not work without a DPS. Please.
I'm on the Reaper, Orisa.
Free down.
Okay, so currently my understanding is this is really... There's not much thought process put into the, like what comps you want to run. It's mostly like, oh, they're running, let's say Hawk, let's play Reaper. Doesn't matter what our tanks are. So you really have to synergize your tanks with your DPS. It doesn't matter, like, if you don't work together, if it doesn't synergize well, if they're two different playstyles, no target calling, there's nothing that the DPS can do.
Defense
Orisa's dead, the Orisa's dead. Tom, get with your team.
I'm trying to get. I'm sorry.
Don't get boobs. We need healing.
I'm not supposed to be healing as Lucy. I'm supposed to be speeding.
No, you're
This
also
isn't goats.
I would listen. Yesterday we were playing goats and so much time with it.
Booped him. I flashbang. I got
Oh,
rid
you
of it.
flashbang him to
This fight started at 20%. It ended at 99.
Dead, the
Once you lose the fight, just get out.
Orisa's dead.
On control.
Their
I
team
think we were
also,
playing
you
goats
weren't
and
even
so
doing
much
that.
time with this. Not memorize. Brasilia said I should be speeding more than healing.
Yeah,
Those goats.
you weren't doing that. You were behind their
I've been
team.
speeding the entire time.
Yeah, but you weren't speeding us.
I'm sorry. I thought I was the only person.
Doesn't matter, we move on. Okay, Lighthouse. McCree, Genji, D.Va, Rhines, and
This is the
Yada.
only reason you like Ilios. Stop doing it.
That's fine.
I didn't hear who you want me on. I'm sorry.
Moira.
Okay.
Genji McCree, please.
Spencer.
Spencer.
McCree.
McCree.
Sorry, I was spaced out.
It's fine. Please do good as McCree.
I'll do my best.
These two don't synergize together. Zen Moira doesn't synergize together. Orisa Diva is an okay tank duo, but I'm not sure why you're running Orisa Diva on this map. Genji McCree is okay. There's not much shield break, that's all. For this comp. Genji isn't going to be spamming shield. McCree's isn't going to be spamming shield. Okay, so firstly, Zen Moira. Why is Zen Moira bad? Tanks. Let's say main tank, off tank. Moira's going to be in front, healing. Zen's going to be at the back. Harmony orbing. Discording, targets, shooting, spamming. If somebody dives Zen, what happens? Moira has to turn behind to heal. Then what happens to the tanks? Moira has to turn again to heal. There's no synergy between Moira and Zen. Moira can't really peel for Zen. Mercy is much better in this case. Zen Mercy would be much better in this case for a bunker comp. But even Lucio Zen will work to get Orisa 2 point faster.
I need. Oh, we're so fat and slow. Gets a point.
Okay. I'll just rush over there.
They're putting their shield up. Make them keep their shield up.
We need to focus this Junkrat. There.
Okay. Again, another thing, not sure why. Again, this is like two play styles that don't really match up. There's the bunker comp side of this setup. This bunker comp where you stay on point, you wait for them to engage to you. You wait for them to close the gap between them and you, but you make them, like, you spam them down as they close this gap. And like you would see a bunker comp with a Junkrat, right? Something like that. But here you have the Genji here, which doesn't really fit into the whole setup.
Running Junkrat and McCree. Ryan, he's feeding!
Jumped one. Yeah, I'm just gonna go jump off the
Tom
cliff.
switch to Anna.
Okay.
Ryan!
They're putting their shield up. Make them keep their shield up.
We need to focus this Junkrat. They're running Junkrat and McCree. Ryan!
Okay, they have speed boost. They speed boosted in really aggressively. We didn't have anything to sustain their aggressive push, because firstly, Genji can't really do much against like a Reinhardt. Okay, we didn't set up on point in time. They had speed boost. They easily engaged. We didn't have enough damage to disencourage them from closing this gap. We had only a Genji and McCree. That's not enough damage for a bunker comp. And we don't even have a Mercy, which means that there's no damage boost. So they easily got their Ryan. Okay, their Reinhardt is low, but still survives because there's not much damage on our side.
Ryan, he's feeding!
Jumped one. Yeah, I'm just gonna go jump off the
Tom
cliff.
switch to Anna.
Okay.
We need more healing. Switch to Junkrat mineral when you get a chance. Spencer, jump off the cliff.
I did. You want me to stay?
Ball.
Yeah.
I got a couple shots.
I'm gonna switch the ball. Spencer, I need you to play something that you can get a lot of kills with. We're not getting a whole lot of damage output.
I just got 2 kills. I'm good. I think I'll be fine on McCree also. I'm at 65% off.
Again, this is 2 separate playstyles. There's this bunker comp setup. There's this long range DPS setup of Junkrat McCree, and then there's this dive setup of Hammond D.Va, and I'm not even sure what the supports are supposed to be doing. There's no damage boost for either Junkrat or McCree. Moira can't heal and PO for Ana because Moira's gonna be in front. Moira's not even gonna be healing the tanks because the tanks are gonna be diving. Unless Moira wants to be like right in the enemy's face, which... yeah, this comp just doesn't make sense. There's no like play style, there's no philosophy behind this comp. It's just 2 DPS, 2 tanks, 2 supports.
Heals. I think that's good. So I'm at 65% off.
Where's your ball? Your ball goes in with half health. Your Junkrat just swapped. You should have waited here for Junkrat to come back to reach the fight and Ana to heal ball up.
Heals. I think that's good.
I got shattered.
I can't.
Lucio's anti.
Oh no. Oh, I might have just pushed him. Oh, you're strong.
You did, it's okay.
Okay, stop. Okay, stop.
Okay.
Stop. We're not getting any kills. I'm dying almost instantaneously. Spencer. Switch to Doomfist.
Give me a sec.
Josh, switch to Zarya.
Oh, Zarya.
Yep, let's go with this. Oh my god. Go back up, just wait. Just wait. We have to all go in together. We're all gonna go up here. Junkrat will meet us. Let's push a little slow so Junkrat has time to catch up, but...
Not sure why the Doomfist is here. If the Doomfist wants to push in with Rein and Zarya, there's usually a Lucio involved to allow Rein and Zarya to catch up to this Doomfist. But okay. Ana and Junkrat is gonna be extremely exposed if they decide to speed boost in.
Alright. Bubble me, I'll go in.
Junkrat! Alright, let's go
Your Doomfist is already on point, but the rest of your team is still regrouping.
in.
Your Doomfist dies, yes.
Jump down, boys.
Your main tank and your off killer are dead.
Yeah, we lost that. We did complete trash.
What do you... Don't pack up. We need to get something on point.
We can't. It's over. I'm just gonna say that the fact that they've switched out one of their players for a coach may be somewhat to do with that.
Potentially.
We weren't getting any damage done, no offense to y'all.
Yeah.
We were playing a lot of characters that we haven't been practicing a lot of time.
Yeah, I suck with the tree, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Not the
Try
end
to
of
get
it.
better at that in Sombra,
Okay. No synergy in team comms. No coordination. No understanding of how aggressive you're supposed to play. Especially the Orisa well one. You guys didn't push in at all. You guys were just on point, dying, staggering yourselves as the capture percentage went up from 20 to 99. Last one. Just try to practice team comms that you don't really have to be special, right? You just use some popular team comms, what Goats, triple support McCree, Rein Zarya. Just stick to those team comms. they're there because they work, right? People use them because they work. You don't have to come up with your own team comps. Understand existing meta team comps, use them, don't yeah, I don't know, your team comps just don't really make sense. Yep. Last game.
And if they're not,
Hey, excuse me, I'm French. That's
and Spencer.
Fire
just
strike.
fire strike from here.
I'll
Oh,
do it.
you so right though.
Okay, this is good. This is good. This is very good. Ryan Zarya double sniper on Volskaya point A is very good. We'll see how you position.
You don't have
No,
to.
you don't need to be
honestly.
bubbled.
Yeah, save your
Well,
bubble.
like
Save your bubble. I'll be fine.
Where
I'll
are you
be
people?
fine.
they're getting fire strikes.
You know what? Fuck it.
No, not you.
I'm getting
Not
picked.
you. No. Back up. Oh, cool. That's 14% of my ult. And the best part is it was free because now I can. Oh, they're going this way. Oh, they're running goats. I think they're running goats. They're running goats. Back the fuck up.
We need a junk.
Why did you charge? I don't think I'm gonna be kept alive here because there's this building here to block Ana LOS. Your Ana is at the back, I assume. Mercy can heal you. Charge was very aggressive. You probably just wanted shatter. No, stay with your team. They're running goats. Don't charge into them. That's what they're supposed to do to you.
Johnny, why are you charging?
You die here. You die here. Yeah, you died here.
Wait, focus diva, focus diva.
Diva. I need to switch anyways.
Focus run.
Got him, Max.
Okay, this is good setup. This is a good setup by our snipers though. Our Hanzo's here, our Widow's here. So sidelines, I think it would have been better if someone was here, Widow or Hanzo. So this sideline, even if they hide in this area or this area, this would have been still covered by this point. This is, yeah, okay, good that you split up, but could have been like better if more sidelines were taken up. Because they aren't gonna reach you. The goat's composition isn't gonna reach the double sniper if they're playing on high ground.
Man, when you get a chance to switch to junk. Oh shit! No, I had 96 on my ult. I didn't even see that. Whatever.
No, I'm fucked.
Okay, Junkrat isn't really like the go-to counter for goats. Because Junkrat has to play on the ground, right? Goats can usually cover that kind of distance, and there's so much damage mitigation from goats. They have bubble, they have shield, they have DM. So I think Pharah would be better. Maybe a Pharah Hanzo setup would be good. What's that? Hammond is quite good also in countering goats because of all the CC he provides.
New plan?
Are we contesting this or are we like?
No, I'm gonna let it go.
Yeah, new plan?
Junkrat
Alright.
instead of Hanzo.
Yeah, Junkrat. Just run Junkrat. The other thing too is obviously I'm okay with losing a little bit because we're trying some heroes that weren't listed
If
as
anybody
what they
can
were gonna
play
play.
Pharah as well, it's a really good Pharah Junkrat is
Actually-
this counter.
Yeah, actually, stop. Oh shit.
I don't think we can stop right now.
We
Yeah.
don't have time. All right, Spencer, switch
Okay.
to Pharah when you get a chance.
Ryan, you aren't shooting anyone.
This counter.
Yeah, actually, stop. Oh shit.
I don't think we can
Ryan isn't shooting anyone but himself.
stop right now.
Aggressive charge.
We don't have time. All
Aggressive
right,
charge.
Spencer, switch
Yeah.
to Pharah when you get a chance.
You would just bubble, right? So you know that Zarya doesn't have bubble. You could have maybe waited a few seconds and then Zarya got ally bubble and then you charge in as Zarya for bubble or anything. But this, you just charge in without protection here.
I'm so
You charge in without protection, no shield for your team. Especially as Zarya who was on low ground.
I went in by an idiot again. I'm gonna die again because I'm fucking retarded.
I think they got flanking Zarya.
Alright, one.
Dragon one, head. Boost you up on me.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Spencer, switch to Pharah!
I just died. I died on point.
They're all on the floor!
That's a good shot there.
Get the Brigitte! Get the Brigitte! She's low! She's boarding.
Hammered them down.
You guys should be swapping the Moss. Okay, no. You're close to your outs, okay. This is okay.
Get on point.
Maybe Ryan could. Okay, Ryan had shatter. Yeah, okay.
I need healing.
If you have outs, I think it's more important than to swap those stagger comp. If they don't have 3 ticks yet.
I need healing.
Alright. He was half.
Sorry, dead bomb. Get Moira on flank.
Moira.
I need heals. I need heals.
I'm coming back to point with Val.
Thank
I
you.
think you're quite reluctant to use Graph here. Not sure why. Is it to like save for next fight or something?
I need FAHP.
Oh my gosh, I need health! Focus Ryan! Focus Ryan!
Get on. Alright, we gooch.
Brigitte's dead.
They're off. We just got that.
Gold damage is only 3,000, boys. Please pick it up.
He was over here, guys. Or not.
Back up. Okay. They're still running goats. We should be fine now.
Yeah, they have nothing to counter me.
Don't ask that mid game because like he's playing. Like it's not malintention, just like it could be seen as. Even though you're totally fine, it's just like could be seen as like you're trying to make me feel.
Alright, should I get in
Who's ready for grabs?
I am.
Now!
Alright.
No, we used too many. Oh no, that wasn't
We
the
shouldn't have
shot.
nanoed. We shouldn't have nanoed there.
Who nano?
You were dying. Sorry.
Rose, we nanoed.
Don't use anything we don't need. Tracer up top. 1. Oh, she recalled. No recalled.
He shattered.
Yep. Sorry, I didn't call it. I didn't.
Oh, he got stuck in the trap.
Alright,
Whatever. We won with just Earth shatters.
just save
Let
it.
me
This
know
is
when
on
you
me
want
above.
mine. I
She's
should be
gonna
getting
go
it.
Watch out! Find natural coming from behind my barrier.
I have a
Good job. Get it. Do not use it this fight. Just save
Let me
it.
know
This is
when
on
you
me
want
above.
mine. I
She's
should be
gonna
getting
go
it.
back.
Watch out! Find natural coming from behind my
Oh, that was AFK or something.
barrier.
I have a
Good job.
Mercy out should have been used here to keep Ryan up.
Good shit. We won the fight. Don't use anything else.
Do not use anything
Go
else.
down.
I got a tracer on me.
Good shit. I got my ult for next fight.
Tracer
Okay, it wasn't needed. Never
on
mind.
left flank.
Thanks for the
I
res.
see her.
I heard Tracer recall noises. He's behind us, I think.
I think so too. I don't see her over here.
Yeah, she's on the right.
Don't hunt for the tracer. If they all get back and you're not here, we're screwed.
That's a
That's
bubble.
huge stagger. Good
Yeah.
job, guys.
That was a good bubble.
Yeah.
I got my ult for next fight.
Don't use it.
I wasn't going to. Not unless I picked it up.
Only use Valkyrie if necessary. Nothing else. Do not nano.
I don't think there's any system of out tracking, right? So maybe you guys might want to sound that.
I'll hammer.
Appoint someone. I either get everyone to track someone's out, like the opponent's outs, or get someone to track all. Like each one of you, either each one of you track one of the enemy's outs, or one person track all 6. Yeah.
If anything, Shatter or Valkyrie. That's it. Don't use any other ults.
Are you sure? I'm like behind.
Yes.
I can ult.
Yep. Do not.
Also, Jummy, they're not even running goats anymore, so like you could get more aggressive.
Yeah, I know.
I should play Widow again, probably.
No. Just stay as this. It's working.
Spencer, get in line of sight.
Tracer behind.
Okay, our Mercy can be pocketing our far here because Ana still at the back. Ana is healing. Ana can stay near Junkrat or something to prevent Tracer from one clipping, but Mercy should be going up to help Pharah.
Spencer. Alright, that's it. Fight's won.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, fight averted.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
there's still
next
back-
fight.
There's no
Josh,
fight.
we're gonna do. We'll do Shatter. Do Shatter Barrage next fight, and then we'll save Tire.
Save tire for
Grav.
Grav.
Yeah.
I can
Okay, at least someone is shot calling, like which ults you want to use in this fight. So that's good. But maybe if you have an understanding of what ults they have, then you will know what ults to use.
probably, I mean, just get behind the
You
Rhine
might.
shield.
You can Nano boost if you want to, but save the Valkyrie for the.
I don't think we need the Rhine Shatter. We can use the Rhine Shatter with the Junkrat. I think I can just,
You know, we don't have Junkrat right now, and we have Barrage, and I don't have Grav.
Oh my god. Oh, I blocked it!
No, you didn't block me!
Oh, I didn't.
Kill me, please.
Okay, even after the call for Mercy not to be used, you guys still use Mercy out.
I killed both of
want
us,
me to use
but I
my
didn't
ult?
respawn advantage. Yes, go ahead.
I'm hacked.
It's okay. Do not use. Oh, we use Valkyrie and then.
We don't need it. Yeah, we don't need it. I'm not gonna use
I have
it.
Grav now.
Don't. Just save them. Save them all. Save them all. Just
Get Diva,
wait.
get Diva.
Finish the fight, finish the fight.
Wait, leave Diva. There we go.
McCree!
Leave the Zen. Leave the Zen.
Well, we got him
Leave the
free
Zen.
here.
Leave this Zen. No, just leave him.
Yeah.
No, just leave him. Oh shit. There's his
Oh,
ult.
well, we triggered trans. We triggered trans.
Good, good, good.
You didn't even need to use trans. He was just gonna die. Now he's just
You're gonna die.
No, I'm not. I used hammer to throw the Ana on the ground to escape.
Well, you got the Winston, except for, like, without the Ana.
I've still got Barrage.
You have 3 ultimates and the fight's almost over anyways. You can use all the ultimates in this.
Incoming dive. Grabbing.
Alright, well, yeah, that was easy.
Yeah.
Yep.
They said that they.
I'm doing any good at it.
Look at this.
Stream right.
Okay. Are you running goods? You're running goods.
Go, go.
Go, go. Push in. Our entire point is to play in really close.
Hannah's up top here. Hannah's up top.
Look, 3 half. 3 down.
Down.
Okay, this is quite split for a good setup.
Push in. Our entire point is to play in really close.
Hannah's up top here.
Who's up here? Diva's up here. Zarya's here. Who's this? I think it's no Briggs here. Ana and Lucia are really far back. They should be helping the tanks here.
Hannah's up top.
Look, 3 half. 3 down.
Down.
Getting on a point from behind.
Someone get that
Going on the
Pharah.
point. Ryan pins.
Good job. Focus, focus, focus.
I'm down.
Mercy,
Mercy.
she's left.
Anna. Oh, Zarya.
Okay, for goats, maybe it would be better for Ryan to call in the engage, and then everyone else to speed in first, and then Ryan can charge. So it's like it's more complete, so that Ryan doesn't get punished before his team arrives. Yeah, probably won't matter here because they can't punish you, but you might be punished by like higher rank teams.
Zarya.
Focus area, focus area.
Fair.
She has no heals or anything.
She's still over there. Oh, she's just, there we go.
Let's go.
Jimmy, are you sure about that?
Stay up.
There.
Am I just gonna stay here?
Yeah. Let's go. Chill, guys, chill. We have to wait for our 2 fat people.
Oh, I'm the fat one.
Alright, we're gonna go.
Amp was used here. Small detail, but still.
Left side, follow me.
They're running double projectile.
Go left, everyone gets to go left.
I'm trying to counter the fire.
Alright, ready to rush on the point?
Yeah, go,
We're gonna
Jimmy.
rush on 3, 2, 1, let's go!
Okay, there's still no target called here. Even in goats, you want to rush on point. You still have to call at least one target so that everyone knows what to go for.
Get Ryan, get Ryan, get Ryan.
Oh, we got shattered.
Nice shot.
There, kill herself!
I got bomb. I'm waiting until I have boosters.
There's still no target calling here.
Oh, the wrong person. Sorry, Jimmy.
Anna, she's low.
Focus Zarya. Focus Ana down.
Spencer, you need to work on your bombs.
Got him.
Easy.
As good as that bomb was.
Mercy. Mercy down. Ryan.
Coming from Swan. I'll try and bait it.
Okay, so mechanical skill is okay, positioning is okay, art management is okay. Some team comps just don't make sense. Work on your coordination for goats. That's about it.